here I am at Wrights Lake. Never seen this kind of stuff before. Lake is nice and full. Much. Gorgeous hiking here. Not a bad day. It's a little warm, but the breeze is blowing nicely. I'm enjoying myself here so far. But of course I only just started and I keep pulling out the camera because I can't seem to let beautiful stuff go by. And I want to do an introduction here. I'm now on the trail going to Tyler Lake. The same trail that goes to Rockbound Pass. I did this trail with a buddy last year, but I didn't do a very good video recording of it because the buddy wasn't into it, and I feel weird talking about a camera with someone else around, talking to a camera when there's someone else around. So I only did 10 minutes of video or so. Got a newer camera this time, so I can really do much more and much better video. And I came up here just a couple weeks ago. Because I didn't record my Tyler Lake trip very well last year, and I didn't find Tyler's grave, I was determined to do both this year. Find the grave, do good recordings. So I got twice as much battery as I've had in my earlier outings with this camera this year, so should not be running out of battery. Oh man, this is beautiful. That is Hemlock Lake area up there. To the left, over that shoulder, is Twin Lakes and Island Lakes. But I'm going to the left of that even. Loop trail over there?
There's several up there.
Oh, I can't see the sign.
Which one are you looking for?
I'm going to Tyler Lake.
Oh yeah, you're good. We just came from there.
Oh, okay. That away.
Straight.
Go straight there. Don't make any turns.
Yep.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Good luck.
Have a good time. Say what?
So you look like you're staying overnight.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Someone's got to do it. Lovely couple there. Lots of nice people here. Man, I really said I was going to use up these batteries, didn't I? And I am. Let's make sure Tyler Lake, yes. Well, the easy fun part, the shaded easy fun part is over. And I've been climbing for a ways, climbing over nasty terrain like this. This is very hot terrain, but luckily the breeze is blowing. Right here is where you really fry, because as you can see, my shadow right here, the sun is coming straight down on me, coming straight down on the trail, and all this really tall manzanita blocks the breezes. But it's pretty breezy today, so it's helping. So yeah, I showed you the easy part. This is what most of the trail looks like. Lots of uphill. Lots of rocks to climb over. But here at the next junction, that is the Rockbound Pass junction. And that's it says wilderness parking, and that's a dark lake. Yeah, that's what that says. It says wilderness parking, DRLK, means dark lake. There's really no reason for that trail to exist anymore going to Dark Lake. That used to be, I mean, it's still called the rock-bound trailhead, but it's faster to get to Rockbound Pass if you park at the Twin Lakes trailhead. Twin Lakes trailhead is newer, and we're only 0.6 of a mile from the Twin Lakes trailhead. It's 1.1 mile to Dark Lake trailhead. So there's really no reason to park at the Dark Lake trailhead, except for during the weekends. The Twin Lakes trailhead can get full, and then you have to park at the overflow, which is farther. In that case, you probably would want to park at Dark Lake and then go up to Rockbound Pass, or where I'm going, Tyler Lake, same thing. Hear that breeze? It's feeling really good. I've been going up some hot uphill trail, but every time I feel like taking a little break, I find a nice little piece of shade and breeze kicks up and I feel nice and cool. So far so good, but I am going slowly. I love it when it's breezy like this. Trees blowing around. Yeah, it kind of makes you kind of somnolent. I could just kind of lie down and take a nap right now and listen to that breeze. But no, I have a lot of work to do. I have hours of work to do. So, back up the bright trail. Yeah. And this is where I leave the Rockbound Pass trail. It is 1.6 miles back to the Twin Lakes parking lot from where I started. And this is the way to Rockbound Pass. This is the way to Gertrude and Tyler Lakes. And according to my map, it's 2.1 miles from here to Gertrude Lake. So 2.5 miles to Tyler Lake from here. Hell, I was going to take a break here, but I guess I'll just keep on going. Feeling better than the last time I was up here. And it's not as buggy as the last time I was up here either. This was a pretty buggy zone last time I came through. And I don't see much anything here now. Some nap type things. Okay, now it's going to get steep and nasty, but there's an interesting part coming up that I'll show you in a minute. I'm just a few moments past the trail junction, and here's a first interesting thing here. There is a trail on the right here. I suspect that goes to the interesting pool area that I mentioned earlier, and be able to see that from a distance in a moment. Still climbing here, and we're going up and over this mess. So it's not a pleasant bit of trail here. And within that mess is the Desolation Wilderness border. And it's still a pretty weak trail here. It's not even a wash now. There are no trees for trail markers. Someone put a little marker right there. And another little marker right there. I think either one will do. Hey, hard work. Okay, where does the trail go now? Appears to go to the left. Yep. Okay, I gotta breathe. Too damn hard. Getting up near the top of this wash here. And it is, again, beginning to look like a trail. Just a very steep trail. Up a wash. But less confusion here. This is a trail. And that interesting part is coming up in just a minute. I'll show you in just a sec. But it's too hard hiking up this and talking at the same time. Now, I was just on this trail 2 weeks ago. And there was no brown grass back then. Everything was early green and spring-like. Oh yeah, and I meant to get a picture of that awesome tree. But I just didn't. I just had my iPhone with me. Heck of a tree, huh? Sure makes you feel like you're on a past trail here. And coming up to that 12,000 foot summit. Ta-da! Actually, we're maybe 7,600 feet. 7,400 feet. And the trail keeps going up from here. It's not a pass. Actually, it goes down for a little bit, that's right. Okay, this is what I've been wanting to show. When I was here 2 weeks ago, I could hear people hooping and hollering and having a great old time over there. So water coming down that granite surface there. And a little while ago, there were 3 waterfalls going over that cliff. It's down to 2. There's this one. And that one. Going into a lovely pool, which I can't see now. Or is it drained? God, I could swear it was all full of water down there when I was here last. I can't tell now through the view screen. There are people down there just partying and having a great time. Really looks like fun. Looks like a good camping spot and everything. And that trail that went off to the right a long time ago, pretty darn sure that goes right over there. What a great spot. But now, trail, let's see, curves along, how does that go now? Yeah, it curves along the left of this wall here. And then starts doing another climb. Very steep. Yeah, here it is, the flower zone. And robin just flew away. Huh. There were 3 or 4 different kinds of flowers last time I was here. Appears to be only one now. Well, these things are going. The big, exciting yellow things are not blooming. You can see there's one right there. Where is it? I can't see very well. There it is. Focus, focus. As good as it gets. Oh yeah, I'm tired. Getting closer. Getting closer. A little bit of flatness and a little bit of steepness and then a lot of steepness and then I'm there. But at least I'm not in a bug cloud. Whew. All right, off I go. Cool purple flowers. Those weren't here last time I was here. There aren't many of them here. They're closing up already. But this is a pretty bit of trail here. Very nice. Flowers and meadow corn. Look at these. That deep color. That's just beautiful. Get that color, damn it. There you go. Damn, it's a buggy. I gotta go. Well, that is clearly natural art. I don't know what it is, but it's very nice. Okay, off we go. Almost there, getting tired. I put the headphones on because that last little bit's tiring. Headphones give me extra momentum. But I'm not supposed to stop, so keep going. Well, I'm headed up to Tyler Lake. And it's not every day you go backpacking that you can actually meet the person for whom the lake that you are staying at is named after. Jesus, is that a sentence? I tried really hard. Anyway, that's Tyler's grave. People told me it can be seen from the trail, and I did not believe them, because I had a hell of a time finding it. Couldn't find it the first time I came up here. Sorry, something is biting my cheek. The second time, I was determined that I was going to find it. And I was romping around with another couple. And finally, we got to a point where we just checked everything from Gertrude Lake on down. And I remember just seeing this little trail last time I did this hunt, and I did go in there a little bit. And from my older maps, the grave was said to be within 100 yards of the trail. Another map I had said 50 yards. Another map I had said it was just right next to the trail. And they were all wrong, because that's 150 yards. I just picked up a brand new Tom Harrison map for Desolation, copyright 2015. It marks the grave exactly correctly. So part of what I'm doing on this trip here is I'm going to give people directions on exactly how to find the grave. Well, getting close to Gertrude Lake now, very close to Gertrude Lake. It's very pretty here. A bunch of wildflowers over here. The trail is pretty much disappearing at this point. Some people would get knocked down into that gully there and start following it up. I don't think that's actually where the trail is meant to be. I think it's meant to be here. But we're getting very close to the lake. God, look at all these flowers. Too bad it's so late in the day. They're closing up for the day. And you can see the horizon there. We're heading that way to Tyler Lake. And obviously we want to go, we don't want to climb up high, we want to climb up low. So I'm going to keep on climbing up towards the lake. I'm very close. You can see the apex of my climb is very close. So pretty soon I'm just going to turn right and start going up. There is no real trail to Tyler Lake. Older maps I have show a trail on there, but there are trail markers all over the hillside there, so don't feel bad if you're walking away from one. I think it's best to go to the left of the outlet, of Tyler Lake's outlet. I'm not entirely sure. People have climbed up to the right of the outlet, people have climbed up the outlet, and people have climbed up to the left of the outlet, and all have done just fine getting there. So, I'm going to be camping on the left of the outlet. So I'm going to just try to head there. Man, those are nice, huh? And I am here at Gertrude Lake. I started angling away from the trail a little while ago, and it's pretty obvious where I'm going. No, I'm not going past the far ridge. There's a near ridge. It's about 150 vertical feet from here. And I'm just going to head east from here, and I should be just fine. And follow trail markers wherever I find them, or not. I know where I'm going. And any seasoned backpacker, once they get here, should feel the same way. You can't miss the lake. It's between that high mountains over there and that high point over there, and it's before that distant ridge. You can't miss it. It's very obvious where it is if you know how to read a map, especially since you're standing right next to Gertrude Lake, and you have a very clear marker. You know, I know exactly where I am. You should know exactly where you are if you made it this far. Anyway, up and over we go. Not terribly pleased about the route that I took here. Of course, there were trail markers everywhere, but I decided I was going to be going on the left side, going up on the left side, which means getting closer to that big wall over there. And I followed some trail markers over there, and then I got to a point where I had to travel that island of stone there. And then, getting to the front of that, I had to go through marshy area or around a huge cliff here. So what I ended up doing is just doing a big long switchback. It's not too badly graded. I mean, it looks really steep here. I guess it is right there, but it's not too bad. And keep going this way a little bit more. I got to get over this or around it. I can get around it. And I imagine just on the other side of that big rock is the route that I took the other times I came here, which was more direct than the route that I just took just now. So let's get up there and set up camp. Tired. Well, I'm here at my lovely little campsite, the one that I wanted, the one with all this beautiful granite here, and a mosquito just bit me. A nice big healthy mosquito. Damn, I thought there were no mosquitoes here. Anyway, last time I was here, there was people camped right over there on those trees, way too close to the water. And a guy came up, saw us here, and did a beeline straight up that hill. Up to, whoops, up this steepness here. Up to that dead tree up there. And camped up there. I just checked it out. It was crappy. It was no better than the other ones around here, except for the view. It had a magnificent view of the lake and the valley beyond. Well, I am going to do a video here about my backpack. And I hope you can hear me from over there. I'll have to raise my voice or maybe even adjust the volume post-production. Okay, this is an Osprey Exos 38 liters. That's tiny. For me, I've never taken a pack that small. So I was a little worried that it might be a problem. I only wanted it for overnight trips, 2-day trips, maybe 3-day trips. 2-day trips is easy. In the front here, or whatever you call it, it's got pockets. I put my camera bag on the belt, and I also put altimeter, clock thing, weather thing on my belt. 2 pockets, lightweight belt, very little padding. It's not really needed. It fits really nicely. Also 2 little packets for munchies on the strap. It's got room for a water bladder. Water tube can come out either side. I don't like water bladders, so I'm not going to use that feature. Perhaps the main reason I got this pack is because it has 2 liters of accessible water. I prefer to drink my water out of a water bottle. And having 2 liters handy means that I can go a long way. Pretty much, I don't go farther than 2 liters worth without having to take a break anyway. What else? It has a hood with an accessible pocket. You can actually access this while the pack is on. It's not that easy and you're blindly grabbing, but it's there. I haven't really needed it for that. I have pockets in my shorts, and I have these little pockets here, and I have goodies here, so and water accessible, so I'm all set. Also, the other thing I loved about this is the mesh back here that is separate from the pack by an inch or two. With a good breeze, you can feel it going through and cool off your back while you're hiking. It's actually a pretty cool hike today, really. I took a lot of breaks in the shade, and when I did, I cooled off quickly. Unlike other packs where the heat just builds up there and builds up there and builds up there. When you take a break, you actually can cool off a lot better with this thing here. I haven't even unpacked the thing yet because I wanted to do a good job of showing you what this thing has got. Time to unpack it. handle. That releases the hood, which I'll just dangle there. In the rear, well, a note about the rear pocket. I'm still have memories of backpacking with 50-pound packs and 7-pound packs made out of nylon that was indestructible. And I'm used to sitting on a rock and leaning up against another rock. And the very first time I took this out, I put a bunch of holes in this mesh here. So be careful with that. That's the only design issue that I have with it. Here's my Lucy lamp. Here's my baseball hat. Here is my food cozy. Here is my easily accessible shirt in case the wind kicks up and I get cold. And easy accessible pant extenders. And I also have in here a titanium windscreen for my jet boil in case it gets really windy. And an antique mosquito net that I haven't used in 20 years. And my 2 poles for my tent. Stay there for now. There is a strap to keep your gear in here strapped down. And in here I have a lot of stuff. It's all coming out. Extra nearly empty container, fuel, a ditty bag, jet boil, part of a platypus gravity filter, my food bag, my pad. I'm showing you everything that's in my pack so you can know how much stuff you can put in here. That's 2 days worth of food there. This is my chair. It's a big chair. That is my luxury item. I could put that on the bottom if I wanted to. In fact, I did at once, but I don't have to now. Bag of clothing. Bag of tent. Very small tent. That's a 6 Moon Designs sill net. What do you call it? Sill nylon skyscape. The sill net version. It's a 1.5 pounds. And then I have the extra food that I couldn't put in that bag. Got a poncho. Ugh. And at the very bottom, all my down, which is all stuffed into this nifty stuff bag, which is actually, you turn it inside out and it's got a felt lining. You fill it up when you go to bed and you got a big, huge, comfy felt pillow. So that's everything that I had in my backpack here, except for what's in the hood. You can guess what's in the hood, miscellaneous stuff. I didn't need to, but I put my Tevic strapped on the bottom. You could put a roll on the bottom here. I put my Tevic and wrapped it around my chair. Did that once. But I've learned to pack more efficiently recently, so I don't have to do that now. So I was able to carry all that stuff in this little pack here. Pretty nice. The reason that I just kind of, I was looking into the ultralight Osprey packs. I already have a Go-Lite ultralight pack that's 2 pounds, 70 liters and 2 pounds. This is 2 pounds, 3 ounces I think, 38 liters, so it's a lot smaller, but it has more features, and it has an aluminum frame, very lightweight, but it's a better backpack. And I like the extra weight and what I get for the extra weight. This is the smallest size, 38 liters. Comes in 38, 48, 58. The 58 is priced pretty high. It's around $200, I think. This one was close, I think 150, maybe 140. I found a deal on eBay. I'm an expert eBay shopper. $100 shipped, barely used. So I jumped on that. I figured that I can give it a try. If I like it, I can keep it. If I don't, I can sell it and even profit a little bit and make somebody happy. But I like this thing. I'm keeping it. So that's my review for the Osprey Exos 38. It's a 2014 model. water's just gorgeous now. Pulled out the camera just to get a shot of this merganser way over there. That's awesome. I think it's... Man, I've got to get stuff going here. Sun's going to be down in half an hour. It's going to be dark in an hour. I hate eating in the dark, so let's get food going right now. But you just stay there, Duck. So I need enough water there, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. Should I do that first? Yeah, let's do that first. Spaghetti. And that's enough of this stuff anyway. Man, I thought it was hazy out there. Smoke in the valley is bad. There are new fires somewhere. Come on, camera, you can do this. Show us that red. Well, it's coming through here as yellowish, but it's red. The lake is just so beautiful. I'm so rushed. I really hate having a headlamp on while I'm trying to eat, but I really want to see the food that I'm trying to eat. The afterglow is coming in. Alpenglow. Wow, that's a hell of a picture. I didn't notice how beautiful the lake is. Man, it's gorgeous. Okay, my alarm's about to go off any second now, telling me my food is done, and I still have so much to do. But I'm going to sit down and eat and do the rest later. Nice. Well, the sun is setting behind the smoke down there. And the alpenglow is just about gone. It didn't get as violent as it should because of all that smoke in the way. Yeah, it'd be interesting sunsetting and sunrise, that's for sure. Anyway, it's after 8, quarter after 8, something like that. And the camera is just about to shut down and I'm about to start eating. Well, it's 9:15 and I'm finally done with everything that needs to be done before going to bed. So I have an hour to just relax. It's dark out here. I checked the moon before I left and there was not going to be any moon up. The moon set many hours ago and it's not coming up for a long, long time. So it's already very dark out here. I was just here a couple of weeks ago and it's amazing how things change. It was almost a full moon when I was here. And I almost didn't turn on my flashlight at all, except for to do, minute detail. I could see my tent, I could see everything, and there's all this nice, clean granite for walking around on. So I did not use the lights much, and I usually bring candle lanterns just because I like. When I walk away from camp, I like to see a light back at camp so that I know where camp is. They just add nice atmosphere. But it was so bright last time that they were completely ineffective and useless. So I used them the first night, but not the second night. Another thing that's changed since I was here a couple of weeks ago, the water is warm. I'm a real sissy when it comes to water and the mountains, and I was tempted to just jump in. It was warm enough to do that, but it was also cool. The air was cooling fast and the sun was going down, and I just didn't feel like doing it. But since then, it's gotten warm. I still only have my nylon layer on, no underlayers. And I'm very comfortable, not even close to being cool, but now I'm going to sit down for a little while, so I'll probably get a little chill going. Well, I'm very happily situated in my tent here. The air is perfectly still, or very nearly perfectly still. It's the calmest air I've seen backpacking this season. And it's pretty warm. It was like 56 when I came in the tent. It is now 59. Pretty warm. So I decided to open my tent even more. This tent has 2 poles, 2 vestibules, 2 doors. And somehow you can unhinge the vestibules entirely and roll them up. And I have this side completely rolled up. I don't know if you can see the netting here, but everything center line and over on this side is, I can see the stars when the lights are out. Beautiful. This side has the one vestibule open, but the lower flap is open. So this thing is pretty darn open. And it's stable and it's taut. I'm not going to do it like this without with winds kick up, but that's the whole point. There's no wind. Comfy. It's 11:30 or so, and I'm tired, but I had a great day. I had a really fun day. And I thought it would be monotonous doing this trip again, but it's not. It's lovely. It's wonderful. I have the lake to myself, which makes all the difference in the world. It's all mine. Everything is situated just as it was when I was here just a little while ago. I can see that the lake level is 2 inches lower, but it makes a difference. I think the outlet is dry, or it's just a slight trickle, which I can't even hear. I can hear the trickle of the inlet on the other side of the lake, just barely. But I'm tired, and I'm going to try to get sleep. But there's no wind. I won't have wind flapping noises keeping me awake. Hopefully it won't be too warm. That's what I'm worried about. A little dry mouth. I better keep drinking water. Good night from night 1.
Well, here's the pre-dawn view from our tent. Lovely morning. A lot of smoke.
Gorgeous morning. The smoke in the valley is just bad news today. It's just a big cloud out there. And it looks so dark. Yee. Way on the other side of the lake, on top of that dead tree, is a kestrel. And off he goes. Last time I was up here, a nice young fellow named Trace made a beeline straight for this campsite here. Yeah, it's alright. It's not much. It's a big enough spot here for a 3-man tent, but looks pretty difficult to get stakes into that ground there. It has a very nice bench right there for sitting and working. Got a good kitchen zone. But that's it. No shade. There's this big giant tree here that puts off a little bit of shade, but not much. And then there's this gigantic widowmaker here, which is really aiming straight for this tent spot. I don't know. Not the place that I would choose. However, this is why he chose it. It has a nice view overlooking the lake. You can see all the way down the valley there, except for all that damn smoke. It's so bad today. There's my campsite down there. There's my backpack just sitting out in the sun, and my tent over there. Collecting a lot of sun. Anyway, friends, I'm on just a morning hike around the lake. Just want to hike around a bit. People that I met last time I was here, Martine and Liam, hiked around the lake, and they said that there was a campsite way over there. And I could hear the inlet running barely over there as well, so I figure it's worth checking out. So that's my morning walk. Well, here's a nice grassy zone on the opposite side. I imagine this was full of water last time I was here, but it's dry now. Grass is still green though. This is a pretty little zone here, way on the opposite side. Lots of green, lots of flowers. There's probably a fish hiding in there somewhere. Oh, wait a minute, there's no fish at this lake. Forgot about that. Okay, gonna cross over and see if their campsite is over there. Still haven't found any place to camp at. Exceptional diving rock over here. That's a good 12 feet down. There's a big rock under the water there, but over here, it's got to be at least 20 feet deep. And I saw people jumping off of this the first time I was here with Paul. But I don't see a campsite. Maybe they were talking about that green area way over there that I just mentioned, with the long grass. Maybe they were talking about the inlet area here. Kind of marshy. I wouldn't call this campable. I mean, you could put a tent down there, but it's not a campsite. There appears to be a well-marked trail on the other side. How do I say this? On the other side of the outlet of the lake, all the way up against the steepness. But it's well marked, and I mean, it even that looks really real right there. And it looks really real right here, and there's markers all along. So I'll go out this way. I haven't taken the trail on this side yet. And there's a little tent spot there. It's a bad one. But this is where those guys camped that were on their way in. A group of 3. That's not a bad place for a group of 3. The other sites around here are really small, just one tent spot. I'm almost done with my circuit. I'm here at the outlet of the lake. There is no dam, it's a natural lake. And it is running very slightly. There is just the slightest trickle. I can't even hear it at night. On second thought, maybe this is what I've been hearing at night. Because there is nothing coming in that I noticed. Anyway, almost back to my campsite. Nice little morning hike. I was pretty much all set to go down and document Tyler's grave this late afternoon, around 2 or 3 o'clock. Get back in time for 5 o'clock to get dinner going. And right as I was eating some lunch, several people walked through my camp, the day hikers, and I don't know, I just changed my mind. I kind of felt like I needed to defend my camp spot because the trail just, most people tend to drop right into my campsite here, and if I take my backpack with me, which I was planning to do, then there'd be very little here to show any claim to this area. That all sounds crazy, but at any rate, I just decided that going around the lake was enough of a day hike today, and I'm going around the rocks here and there. But I'll do the documentation of Tyler's grave on my way out. I'm watching the smoke coming up the valley. It's when I got up today, I could see that the layer in the valley had gotten a lot thicker, and now I'm within it. I think there's haze all over the place here. I hope it doesn't ruin the stargazing tonight, because it was amazing last night. Even just sitting in my tent. When I got out to pee once, I saw 5 shooting stars in less than 5 minutes. So I lost count of how many shooting stars I saw throughout the night. It was just beautiful. The Milky Way was so bright. And I was in my tent watching the Big Dipper set over the ridge over there. I really love the tent wide open like that. It was really cool. I think I'm going to open it up all the way, take up all 4 flaps for tonight. Because it's been pretty breezy here today, and the tent is just fine. So I'm going to really open it up, and it's going to be interesting. It's really going to be interesting. I can't wait. I was pretty excited last night. Just putting my head back and looking up and seeing the stars clearly. Very clearly. It was nice. All right, enough for now. Back to my podcast. Well, it's about 6:30, and I'm about to start eating dinner. Reasonable hour for a change. I'm not feeling that well. I think lack of sleep is catching up with me again. Again, I didn't get enough sleep last night. Didn't get enough sleep the night before. I tried to convince myself that I got a few hours of good sleep. I feel fine. And I did for most of the day, but now I'm not feeling so good. I got the lake to myself again, it appears. I only saw 3 people today. Crossing my fingers. It'd be great to have this place to myself 2 nights in a row. Well, finished dinner, and I just wolfed it all down, and then went after a bag of M&Ms. So I feel a lot better all around. So yay! I'm still feeling really whipped. Definitely lack of sleep, and I'm gonna go to bed as soon as the sun goes down, or darkness falls, or something. I'm gonna go to bed early. Make sure I'm in the tent by 10 o'clock at the latest. I gotta get some sleep. Lake is looking pretty stunning, and it's gonna get better. All that smoke in the air is gonna make for some really nice color effects here. Jeez, it's just remarkable. Come on, you can do it. that's the end of the sun. That's one weird sunset today, I'll tell you. I'm going to be breathing that tomorrow. That's pretty scary. Goodbye, sun. Thanks for another wonderful day. Tiniest little sliver left. And that's that. Well, it's nighttime. It's that time of night where you need to put your headlamp on if you want to avoid tripping and stumbling over the rocks. I had such a great day. And I'm really glad that I recovered from my stupor with a good meal and a bit of candy. And I'm just ready to bring on the darkness here and do some stargazing, and then crawl into my tent and do some stargazing in there, and hopefully lots of sleeping. Beautiful night. Just beautiful. Well, this is the end of night 2. I did manage to get into the tent pretty early. I had the idea to have a cup of tea, and then I decided, no, I better check the time, and it was 10 o'clock, so I decided, no, let's not have a cup of tea, and let's prep for bed. And 45 minutes later, I'm all situated in bed. Bedtime. Good night. Well, it's another glorious morning. The air is quite still today. It's pretty cool, but it feels like it's going to be a warm one. The air in the valley is so foul. I am not looking forward to getting back in there. This is morning of day 2, and I am going to be hiking up and getting out of here probably around 2 o'clock or so. No hurry. Go slow. I'm going to hang out at the Tyler grave and document some of that and relax. Have a good time while I'm here. Here's a view from up the hill a bit. Heck of a place, huh? Check out this guy. This is underwater. I can't see what the hell it is. But there's a bunch of snails there with gunk stuck on their backs. But this guy's moving a lot faster than a snail. I think that's a hermit crab with a really bizarre protection situation. Damn it. Come on, focus there. Yeah, I think it's a hermit crab. Sure is moving like a hermit crab. That was a damselfly, just flew in the screen. Weird creature. Well, I'm in pretty good shape today. It's about 1:30 and the pack is all packed. All I got to do is put my gaiters on and put the camera in its little pouch and get going. 2 nights all to myself again. God, isn't that great? I just love when I can have such pristine beauty all to myself for 2 days. With the exception of 3 people that came by yesterday. And an old guy that came to fish, and there are no fish here. And a younger guy that came through and did not go back out. I don't know if he went over the ridge or not. But I'll be heading down soon. Heard some people down at Gertrude Lake, but I did not hear or see any of them come up here. So I'm just gonna cool off for a little while, drink some water. I got into the water about an hour ago and then changed and did all my packing in the shade here. So I'm pretty cool. It's not a hot day, but you know, the sun is always brutally hot. But I got a good cool head start here, so I'm in good shape. We'll see, huh? Well, this is my last shot of Tyler Lake for the year. I've been up here twice this year. Don't think I'll be coming up again this year. And I'm going to go out, there goes my pole. Going to go out that new route that I found yesterday. It's around here somewhere. Can't see it from here, but when I was up higher on the rocks, yeah, there's a trail marker right there. When I was up there, higher than that, I could see a series of half a dozen markers at least, and a footpath. So it looks like a good trail for a little bit at least. So I'll give it a try. I have an old map. The oldest map I have of this area showed a trail coming up here. So for what that's worth, there used to be a trail coming up here once upon a time. Anyway, farewell Tyler Lake. It's been absolutely wonderful. You're a wonderful lake. Had it all to myself for 2 days. Yay. It's so easy to spot now that I know where it is. But I walked up and down here a couple times without finding it before. That's Tyler's grave, and I am standing on the trail. Well, the easiest way to find it is to just hike along with somebody that knows where it is. But other than that, other way is to check your Tom Harrison map, because he nailed it exactly. If you look on the map, you'll see that there's this area of vegetation, and then there's this area of rock, stone, and the trail runs right next to the divider between the two, and that is so accurate here, it's astonishing. That's the green right there, and the stone you can see on the left there, and it continues over here, and beyond that manzanita it's an obvious big old chunk of stone. So if you're a good map reader, you'll find it pretty easily. Otherwise, here's the GPS coordinates for where the Wrights Lake Trail, or Tyler Lake Trail, meets this little spur trail for the grave. When I came here a few weeks ago, this area here was so buggy that me and this one gal, we opted to climb up and go over the rocks, and the other fellow went forward. Continued following through the trail and did just fine. I'm going to avoid the bugs and go the other way. I'll take you with me. I'm going to climb up and over this. There's a trail marker here right now, but the Forest Service does not like trail markers where there is no maintained trail. So it'll be destroyed and then rebuilt and destroyed again. Could probably cut across that, but I know I can cut across this way. And for those of you coming up from Wrights Lake, you're looking for this real steep part here. The trail is coming along over there, and then does a couple switchbacks, comes up here. And this is what I'm talking about. Go across these rocks here. Someone even put a trail marker out there, and it'll take you to the grave as well. And there it is. It's a nice little area. Bear with me, I gotta go across some rugged terrain. Now, it seems really morbid to have so much interest in the grave of somebody I've never met, know nothing about. But backpackers have a kinship. I don't know, have an affinity. Dying out here is extreme, and a lot of us backpackers think about worst case scenarios and preparing for what horrible things might happen, but we don't really believe we're going to die out here. And here's a guy that died out here. Now, he wasn't backpacking recreationally. He was working. He was a working man. And he died fetching after some lost cattle. I don't know why cattle would come all the way up here, but that's beside the point. We figured out with me and the other people that I came here with last time, what the hell is that all about? That's Company B, William Tyler, Company B, 4th California Infantry. I looked it up, and that was a volunteer group, mostly based out of Placerville area, that signed up for the Civil War. Never got into any fighting, never got anywhere near the war. I never left the West Coast, I don't think. Stationed in Oregon and Washington and then Mojave. That must have been fun. But they never got to the war. And I tried to find more information about Tyler, about how this gravestone is here. I can't imagine it's been here since he died in 1882. It looks so new. It can't be that old. But I'm pretty sure that it was... I've seen pictures of it in the past, and I'm pretty sure that I've seen a picture of it in a book from the 70s. So if you look really close at it, you can see it has, there's somewhere. There's just not much of it. Anyway, I'll get the GPS coordinate for the grave itself as well while I'm here. So good luck in your quests. It's I don't know, I came here with a couple of people, and it was kind of like a treasure hunt. And we found it, and we were all excited. And in the middle of the excitement, we started getting a little, I don't know, not quite melancholy, but you're at the gravesite of a man that died. You have to show some respect. It's not just a party. So here's to you, William Tyler. I laid a single flower, and now I'm out of here. Take care, William Tyler. Well, forget that. I tried to walk back on the trail that I pointed out initially, going through the green stuff, and it's way too hard. It's way easier to walk across the rocks. So I am going to call this the starting point and not the other one down there. Okay. So good luck finding Tyler's grave, and be respectful. It is a grave, don't forget that. But it's a wonderful little feature of this area. There's people playing down at that pool that looks so inviting. That's really rough coming down this hot trail. And there's this gorgeous pool over there. You can hear the water running. Can't quite see the water, but yes you can, it's right behind them there. You can see water falling in. You can see a waterfall falling into the water. That's one waterfall. There's the second one there. And when I was here a few weeks ago, there was a third one. I suppose it was right there. And the water was just gushing down. You can just barely see it there. What a wonderful place that looks like. P.S. And by the way, there is a trail from where I'm standing going down there. But if you're coming up, you're certainly not going to want to go all this way up just to go all that way down. There is another trail down lower that I'm pretty sure is a trail that goes over there. Okay, still heading down. Here's that trail I was talking about. It's very well traveled right here. It's almost as well traveled as the real trail. You can't possibly miss it. Because if you stay on the Tyler Lake trail too long, you'll get to the wilderness boundary sign, which is, where is it? I should be able to see it from here. It is right there. So you're going this way, over these rocks, through those bushes, and if you see this sign, you've gone too far and you're on your way to Tyler Lake. All right.